Well, shooters and reloaders out there, Fortune Cookie 45 LC coming to you from the hot lead zone. And you know, among all of our stuff, our shooting stuff, we often have the feeling like if these items could talk to us, they would have amazing stories to tell. Like, for instance, I have these surplus magazines. These are Uzi magazines, 25 rounders, and they all have a lot of wear and tear on them. You can see some scratches there from the thing being used, and I didn't do any of that. I ordered these back when the magazine bans had never occurred, and these are surplus magazines. Who knows where these magazines have served. And here we have a surplus Thompson's submachine gun magazine, and it has rust on it and it's been used. So I wonder what stories this could tell, but we'll never know. Curious though. Well, here's an item from 1971 that really can talk, because I can talk for it. This Case Guard 50 was an ammo box that I purchased in 1971 specifically to hold ammo to go ground squirrel hunting with my friends out in Weed, California. And here's a brand new at the time Sierra reloading manual purchased in 1971 for $4.85. There you see copyright 1971. What was really popular in those days was Supervel ammunition, which was the concept of light bullets at high velocity and getting a lot of expansion, this kind of thing. So there you see 110 grain jacketed soft point 357 Magnum ammunition, and it only cost $8.50 in those days. Fantastic. This was premium ammunition back in those 1970s. So a real good load in those days, because the black boxes are what we want. Alcan 7, 14.1 grain max. 630p actually gave us more velocity, but that was the powder that was actually mislabeled by Winchester, and these are tremendously overpressure loads for the powder that they put out. It was a mistake by the factory, and I have a video on that. I still have some of that powder. You cannot load 19.2 grains of 630p. It'll blow your gun up. Good thing I started down here, and all I did was blow the head off a case. So you see, the original load I used was 13.9 grains of Alcan 7 with the 110 grain Sierra bullet. And that was 2/10 of a grain below all-out maximum. The gun I used in those days to hunt ground squirrels was a Model 28 Highway Patrolman Smith & Wesson 357 Magnum revolver built on the end frame, and I had a Bushnell 2-power pistol scope on that, and I shot ground squirrels with that. I remember one longest shot that I made, the 110 grain bullet blew off a front leg on the ground squirrel, and the second shot really flattened them out. So that was the best long-range shot I made. Must have been somewhere around 40 yards or so. This box will still be very useful today because I'm using it to transport test rounds for the 357 Magnum with the heavy 358 200 round flat bullets by Lee, and these are the Magnum loadings using number 9 powder. So we have two separate loads here, one with gas check bullets and one with non-gas check bullets. Not bad for a 45-year-old ammo box, and the hinge is still good. Speaking of nostalgia, I've got here a book on Colt, an American Legend by R.L. Wilson, and this is a complete treatise on Colt firearms and the history of Colts ever since the beginning of Colt back in Hartford, Connecticut. This book is loaded with color and black and white photographs of Colt historical guns and rifles from the very beginning to the present day. And so you see all of these featuring the handguns of Samuel Colt. There's Samuel Colt and the Colt factory in Connecticut. If you're a firearms enthusiast or a collector, this book is for you. Got lots of great stuff, including a lot of fine pictures of well engraved Colts and sets and all this kind of thing. Look at all that engraving. Including some of Colt's efforts during wartime. And there is John Browning, the famous Python. Here's the Colt factory after the hurricane that hit in 1936. Look at all that flooding. Single action armies. The Colt M16. And here are charts of all the manufacturing serial numbers and their years of manufacture. Colt Police Positive revolver, 38 Special, year of manufacture 1907. And that's not bad, the condition. It's almost perfect for a gun that is going on over 109 years old. Next we have the Colt Army Special, and that was manufactured in the year 1912. Not bad condition either for a gun that is 104 years old. Next we have the Colt New Service, their biggest frame revolver. And this was manufactured in the year 1915. So this is 101 years old. Now this one's been refinished, so it has lost a lot of collector value. But I can shoot it. It just needs 4.54 diameter bullets to shoot well. Finally, my Colt revolvers, the Colt Python. And this, of course, is considered a premium revolver today. This one was produced in the year 1980, and I'm glad I have it. Now I also have 3 Colt 1911s, but they've been heavily customized for IPSC shooting and action sports so that they don't even resemble the original Colt 1911s. Almost every part in them has been changed out. Most of us wished that we had purchased more Colts over the years, but the Colts always seem to be on the more expensive side. There are many Colts that I wish that I had purchased. Interestingly, the long 200 grain 358-200 round flat bullet by Lee, loaded in 38 special cases, fits and functions in the Police Positive Special and the Colt Python without any problem. It will not go into the Army Special because the bullet sticks out the front of the cylinder. Used Colts in good condition are very desirable today and will not last long on the used gun market. Bye for now.